What's up guys, it's Austin Black, and it's been about a month since I've made a YouTube video, which is pretty crazy. I try really hard to upload weekly, but sometimes when I'm really busy with our business, it just doesn't work out. July was a super busy month for me, but a lot happened. So one of the things is I was featured in the latest Who is Matt Johnson video about the top 5 wedding filmmakers to watch in 2019. It was a huge honor to be on the list with some other great filmmakers, and welcome to the 1,000 subscribers that came to the channel because of that. So I've got a lot of cool videos planned. I'm actually shooting this video on the Tamron 17-28. It is a pretty awesome wide angle lens. I'm super excited because I shoot with the Sigma 24, but I'm like an arm length away from the lens, so it's definitely really wide, and I'm pretty excited to go from 24 mil all the way down to 17. That's gonna be really nice for real estate and a lot of gimbal work. So another thing is Kristen and I took a little road trip to Colorado, and I didn't really do the usual vlog style thing, but I captured some really cool images, and I kind of wanted to show you guys. So here you go. So we were headed straight to Denver, and the drive from Dallas to Denver is pretty brutal. It's about 12 hours, and a lot of the time you are just driving through complete nothingness. But I do like seeing all the random small towns. Kristen and I pretty much split it evenly, which was pretty nice, but the first day was pretty much all travel. So the first day of our trip, we went down to Estes Park, which is about an hour away from Denver. It's a really pretty area, and we did the Gem Lake Trail in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's not a difficult hike or anything like that. We're not super experienced hikers. I feel like we're usually unprepared for stuff like this, but there were a lot of really great views on the way up. And there are these little chipmunks that were cool. It's funny, we have friends that always talk about how we're never prepared for the stuff we do. We went to Mont Saint Michel and we were wearing just not the proper clothes. We were a little bit better off this time, but yeah. So I filmed all this on 2 lenses. This was the 16-35, all these wide shots and gimbal shots. But then I also had the vintage Canon 55 FL lens, which was really fun to film with. It had this really soft look, and it flared up a lot. I think going forward, the Tamron 17-25 is going to be my main lens for doing stuff like this, because it gives you that ultra wide look, and slap an ND on it and you get just a great amount of motion blur. So we made it to Gem Lake. We did a couple time lapses, and it was nice. There's a nice chill breeze. It felt really good up there. So that was pretty much our day at Rocky Mountain National Park. We headed back, and then the next day we started with Voodoo Donuts, one of our favorites, and we began to head down to Colorado Springs. So pretty much the entire trip we were on the verge of getting rained on, and this day was no different. We wanted to go see Garden of the Gods, and we pretty much got rained out during the day, but we came there right at nighttime and actually got a pretty incredible time lapse, and I was really happy with it. I pushed the camera to 100,000 ISO, and actually, the image kind of worked out. So there's that time lapse. I think the exposure time was 2 seconds or something like that. I had it leaned up against a rock. And then Kristen and I, in our infinite wisdom, kind of got lost, and we had to walk on the main road for half a mile trying to find the car. So the last day, we headed out of Colorado Springs. It was mostly a travel day. We went about 7.5 hours to White Sands, New Mexico, something I really was pumped to do. And oh my gosh, this footage looked incredible. There was some lightning there. The way the rain looked just made it look so magical, how the ground was so much brighter than the sky. And there's something about the lighting here that just makes everything look like it was shot on like an Arri Alexa or something. I mean, it was great. So we weren't there for all that long. I mean, it was just really a pit stop, but I'd highly recommend it. It was like $20 to go there. And then we also saw the world's largest pistachio. So that's something that exists in New Mexico. It's about the most exciting thing we saw. So the last thing we did was go to Roswell, New Mexico. We were there at night, so a lot of the stuff was closed, but you know, one of the things I thought was cool was this McDonald's. It's got a little flying saucer. But really, after Roswell, the drive to Dallas, there is nothing between those two cities. So anyways, that was it. Let me know if you liked this type of video, and also let me know if it was kind of like watching your family's slideshow when they come back from vacation, and I'll never make another one again. I'll see you in the next one.